Welcome guys, so glad that you are here. We just wanted to give you this video to introduce you to the way we have things set up for church on June 7th. And so as you've noticed, we took a quick walk from the parking lot. Here we are at the entry. You'll actually be able to come into church here, and I'm going to walk you into the auditorium so you can see what things look like. You will see First Impressions team members that have masks on Sunday morning. They'll be able to help guide you in any way. You'll notice that the garage doors will be open and will stay open for the entire morning, including these outdoor doors that we are at this moment. We won't have any bulletins, we'll just be using the app. I want to walk you into the auditorium to show you the spacing of the chairs. While you're in here, we've distanced these rows at 6 foot apart. You'll notice that the chairs are groupings of 2 and 3. So if you are quarantining with friends or family, you can sit next to them. If you have a large family, we can bring a chair in the middle for you here, and it would still be safe. If you are single, we have groups of 3, and you can sit on the aisles if that helps you as well. And on Sunday morning, we're going to keep our service to about an hour. So we'll have a limited worship set. We'll be in and out of here. One of the things that's really amazing about those volunteers on the COVID response team is we have been able to install these air filters that will purify the air, and so we'll have the HVAC running. It'll be a little louder because of that, but we think it'll actually be much safer for everybody that's here on a Sunday morning. There's restrooms, of course, here. We'd encourage everybody to use the restrooms at home if at all possible, just to cut down on the number of surfaces that are touched. We'll be serving coffee, just like our local coffee shops, so you won't really have to touch anything. It'll all be served for you. Once the auditorium is filled up, if it is too full for your liking, you could ask a First Impressions team member and they can take you to one of our overflow rooms. There will be a live stream in there and a pastor in each room, and each of the chairs in these rooms are socially distanced as well. So this is our first overflow room. As you can see, there's spacing in here, and you'll be able to watch from in here. Once the service is done, you'll want to exit straight out this door, go down the alley and around to get to your car, just to make sure that we don't fill up the alley on the way there. Over here, you'll notice is a family gathering space. If you have a young child and you would like to take them in there, you can do that. And you'll see this one is open, but if you were to go in there, you would just put up here that it's in use, and so then nobody else would go in there. And of course, we're sanitizing between services and after the services. This is another room that we'll be able to use for overflow. You can see it that it's in here, and then the exit will be right there at the door. In addition to these 2 overflow rooms, we have another family room that is here. Again, an open space that you can turn to in use. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this little journey throughout our space. I'm super excited to see everybody. As a church, we have just kind of claimed Romans 14 and verse 13 that just tells us not to judge one another anymore. We know that people have a lot of different perspectives on what is happening, and so the point of us coming together is to serve and worship the Lord, and to really do what we can to be good neighbors to one another, to make sure that we don't put a stumbling block or any sort of hindrance into our brothers or sisters' way. And so I hope that this helps you understand what you'll be stepping into on Sunday morning. And also, I'm super excited for us to come back as a church and not just gather, but gather so we can go. I hope you guys have a great day. See you Sunday.